So I'm just showing real quick how I make my coffee in the morning. I don't typically have the water already boiling. I put water in a little silver pot. Just take what you would use for your coffee cup, like how much coffee you would use. And I put my coffee in that, alright? And give it a stir. Bring it to a boil. And once it's boiling, which is very quick on an induction burner, boiling, I turn it down to medium. On my stove, I've set it so that I know it won't boil over. So it just gives it a nice light rolling boil. And just leave it for like, I don't know, at least 2 or 3 minutes, maybe 4 or 5. Right? While I do that, we're going to do it for a short time because I don't want to make a really long video. While I do that, I get my cup. And spoon. And I make my coffee in a big stainless steel mug like this because I like really strong coffee with really hot, steamy milk. So, and I also add protein to my coffee in the mornings because I don't eat a lot in the mornings. So to get a protein boost, I take a packet of or 2 of unflavored gelatin and I put it in my coffee. I'll show you how I do that. I take my stainless mug that I like so much, and I just drizzle a little bit of cool water in the bottom, and I take the packet, and as I add it to the water, I stir. So I'm stirring the water inside, add the powder. All this does is wets the gelatin so that when you put the hot coffee in, it's going to dissolve. Now, because it's, fall and everyone's going crazy for the pumpkin spice latte, let me show you a little secret. Pumpkin spice latte is cinnamon. So I put a little dash of cinnamon in there. Little clove. A little bit of powdered cloves. And I'm going to use the lid because I don't want a lot so I can control how much I get in my coffee. Just want a little dash of cloves, tiny bit. You just play with these to taste. I like nutmeg, and nutmeg is in pumpkin pie spice, so I'm going to add a little nutmeg, kind of a couple dashes of that. And ginger. Ginger is also one of the seasonings that typically go in a pumpkin pie spice, or pumpkin pie. So there you go. I've got a pumpkin spice latte. So, or I will have when I'm done. I'm just going to stir that around. My coffee's about done boiling. I just let it do a low boil. What that does is it pulls all of the antioxidants out of the actual coffee bean into the water. So there are certain places that drink their coffee like this that have 0 heart disease, and some scientists say that maybe that's why. So I like my coffee strong. I used to use an espresso maker, but instead I just boil a couple of, just a scoop of the Cafe Bustelo that I used to use for espresso in my coffee. Now, when you're ready to pour it into the cup and dissolve, there's a trick. This is another way to make this. Another thing this is called is cowboy coffee because you're boiling it like that. So I'm going to actually take this over to my sink, and I'm just going to drizzle a little cool water around the inside edge of this pot. It does 2 things. It rinses any coffee grounds that are up around the top down, and the addition of just a little bit of cool water will make the coffee grounds fall to the bottom, so I won't need to filter it. So all I'm doing is a very little drizzle at my filtered water tap of cool water along the edge, inside edge of that pot. Now, Just going to let it sit for just a second. You really don't need a lot of time. I'm going to use this filter so that you see, I can show you that it's not going to get any coffee in it. Make sure you can see that. And all I'm going to do after it sits for a second is very slowly, you don't want to just dump it in, but you're literally pouring it in slowly. And you'll be able to see that no coffee grounds are going in that stream of coffee from when you do it yourself. You may not be able to see it on the camera. But I've already almost poured it all out. And look, no coffee grounds. They're all in the bottom. Let's see if I can make this easier to see. Right? So as I pour it, you'll start to see a dark triangle at the bottom. And that's the lighter grounds of coffee. But see how just all kind of pours off. Right? All my coffee is in my cup. Look. No coffee grounds. There was a little there because I'm doing the camera and the coffee at the same time. But those couple of grounds that you found right there will fall to the bottom of the cup. And if you don't take that last sip of coffee, you won't get coffee grounds in your mouth. All right. So I do that. Then I'm gonna warm some milk and add to it, and I'm gonna add a little bit of sugar. But that is your coffee. So hold on. Let me put a little cream in it. And sugar. Oh, by the way, while we're here, see how I hung my spices on the wall? I have a small kitchen, and so I built shelves and just put my spices right on the wall. Right? This is my little kitchen. That's half of it. Our fridge, the cabinets, right? Stove, and that's only like that. I only have another wall on the other side that I'm not going to show you right now because I have dirty dishes in my sink. I'll show you that another time. Anyway, that's done. I got to put some milk and sugar in that, cream and sugar in it. But you have pumpkin spice coffee. Big cup. Get my organic milk out. Oh, there's not going to be enough in this package. Oh, I can show you a cool trick. These cartons now with the milk, it doesn't all come out of the hole, and I'm kind of frugal. So if you open the sides of the carton like this, right, and then take opposite ones and pull, you'll open the top like that. That's the easiest way to get it open. And then I just pour. See if you can see how much milk. It's not a lot. But there's still a bit that you can't get out. That goes in the recycling. Let me get a little light on the subject. Coffee. Sometimes I'll put a little coconut oil because I like that little hint of kind of coconutish essence. And also coconut oil is really good for you. So I use a raw unfiltered, raw, cold pressed and unrefined, right? I get this one at Sam's Club because it was the best value. It's like $15 for this giant 56-ounce container, and it's really good. It tastes good and it smells good. So I also, weird thing in my coconut oil. Holy cow, that light made all the scratches on my stove show up. Anyway, I keep a spoon and a little brush in my coconut oil all the time. So if I'm making something, I can just kind of, I'm going to do it in the lid. I just kind of can grease a pan easy, a clean pan. Don't ever touch, if you do this, don't touch your food with it and then put it back in. Keep it clean. Anyway, oh, I was going to do some. If I'm just putting some in, I'll go like get some on it and just tap. Oh, you can't even see that. Sorry. Just tap it in. I won't touch the actual coffee. Anyway, when you put a little bit of coconut oil on the top, it does two things. One, coconut oil, natural, unprocessed coconut oil, just cold pressed coconut oil, is naturally antiviral, antibiotic, and antibacterial. So it's like your daily prophylactic antibiotics if you want. It won't hurt you. It won't kill anything good in your system. Also has that nice little essence. And you know what I find? My lips don't get chapped through the day if I drink this. I guess it gets on my lips and kind of seals and nourishes my lips in the morning. Anyway, it tastes good too. So that's it. Holy crap, this is a long video. Sorry.